Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. Apparently, coming from sources, that they did 1 million pay-per-view buys. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. So it's being reported that Tyron Woodley and Jake Paul, they did 1 million pay-per-view buys. That's what coming from a few people that I know. This is my take on the situation. I think this is bad for boxing. Well, not in Jake Paul's aspect. I think it's bad for the other for boxers that truly take the sport seriously, like Jake Paul. Because this looked bad on the PBC. This looked bad on the Zone. This looked bad on Bob Arum's part. This is no reason why a UFC fighter and a YouTube sensation novelist in Jake Paul should have this many pay-per-view buys with all the illegal streaming and stuff like that. And it's all about how you promote the fight. Jake Paul is doing a damn good job of promoting the fight. He did a damn good job of building himself up on YouTube for a very long time. And Tyron Woodley as well, he also built himself from the ground up, and he's got 2 million followers on Instagram. And these two was already mega stars in what they do. And they combined their social media and stuff. And, it equaled out to, a lot of people who was interested, So what does that say for the sport of boxing? I think the promoters need to take offense to this, because this is lack of promotion for fighters. Sean Porter versus Errol Spence Jr. Sean Porter only done 1 pay-per-view, if I'm not mistaken. 1. And only did 325,000. Well, that 300 was because of Errol's name in general. But, this is lack of promotion, you got guys like Bob Arum that has a special fighter in Terrence Crawford. And it's ridiculous that the numbers that Terrence Crawford does. Terrence Crawford should not be doing 150,000, 60, 70,000 pay-per-views. And it gotten to the point that they started making this man fight on free TV, and they need to do something about this. This is getting ridiculous. I truly strongly blame these promoters for not promoting the fight that you should promote it. For example, when you promote a fight and you see ads, you see people talking about it, you see muscle on TV, every commercial, that's promoting the fight. Where is the promotions for Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? Nowhere to be found. But they like to promote the fight when it's the last final down to 2 or 3 weeks of the fight. They didn't want to start doing promotions. No, you need to start promoting the fight then and now and building it up. And this is why people is illegal streaming and all this other stuff. Because, they have no interest in the fight, and that's why they steal the stuff off the internet. So, got a guy like Jake Paul coming to the boxing world, and he's actually making the sport better. He's actually laying down a blueprint on how to become successful in this boxing game. But guys don't want to take it upon him to follow his steps, Well, if I was an average boxer and my promotion is not going well, I would be trying to reach out to Jake Paul, like saying, yo, Jake, what do I got to do to become a bigger star, I'll be trying to find out information. I'll be trying to look up to Floyd, Floyd, what do I got to do to get myself out there, But boxers, they have a tendency to feel like when they a boxer, they want to be like, oh, I don't need you. And you got dumbass Chris Colbert running around here telling O'Shaquie Foster, oh, you begging me for a fight? Oh, you must need money. The fuck are you talking about? It makes me sick to see that fighters, has come to this point. And I believe that what it was between O'Shaquie Foster and Chris Colbert. This is a shame. This is a wake-up call for every promoter, because you get a guy from YouTube, you get a guy from USC, they link up and they do 1 million pay-per-view buys, and this might exceed the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. And if Floyd Mayweather fights Jake Paul, it's going to be even bigger. It might do over 1 million pay-per-view buys because of the name, because of the brand of Jake Paul. Jake Paul, this dude has a lot of stuff. This dude has sponsors. This dude has he's got merch. He got all this other stuff. Jake Paul built himself up from the ground up to get where he's at today. And people want to get mad at Jake Paul for doing what he did in boxing. Jake Paul didn't give a shit about boxing 3 to 4 years ago. There's a video, guys. There is a video when KSI versus Logan Paul and Jake Paul looking to Floyd Mayweather, meeting Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather says that, you know what, I got your back and I'll train you. This fight was already been built 3 years ago. So what are we talking about? Why are we mad at this guy Jake Paul for what he's doing? He's clearly showing you how to become successful in this boxing game. You don't need the promoters. You don't need them. Just build yourself up. Just build your brand. Just support your fans. Give them what they want. And that's it. But typical boxing fans doesn't want that. And, it's a shame that we have to go to this route of Jake Paul. And I respect Jake Paul for what he did in giving these other fighters on his undercard the money that they deserve. But I'm not going to cook on this long. Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley, reportedly did 1 million pay-per-view buys. And it's looking like Jake Paul is going to get any bigger. And everybody seems to be wanting to fight on his undercard for what he did. And, this is going to be great for the sport. I'm glad this is happening because this is a wake-up call for these promoters to get your ass up and promote these fights and promote these fighters like you should. That's just my opinion. Let me know yours. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.